Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really strange logic that, believe it or not, drives everything from your soda cravings to the modern art market. We're going to be using the ideas of philosopher Slavoj Žižek to decode this paradox of more.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a puzzle you've probably felt every day. Why do we want things that don't actually satisfy us? You know that feeling, right? We get caught in this constant loop of wanting, buying, and consuming stuff that never quite delivers on its promise. What's that all about? So to get to the bottom of this, we're going to start with one of the most successful products in history, Coca-Cola. Now, it's way more than just a drink. According to Žižek, it's basically the perfect key for unlocking the weird logic of our desires. And here is the central puzzle of Coke. Think about it. Unlike water or even beer, it doesn't really quench your thirst. Actually, it does the exact opposite. That sweetness creates this cycle where every single sip just makes you want the next one even more. It's a drink that literally creates its own endless demand. Now, this starts to make a weird kind of sense when you find out that Coke actually started out as a medicine. Its job wasn't to satisfy a natural need like thirst. It was designed from the beginning to offer something else, something that goes beyond simple usefulness. And that little something else, well, that's the secret to its incredible power. You see, this points to a hidden ingredient in desire itself. When we buy a Coke, we're not just buying a fizzy, sugary drink. We're buying the promise of something more. That mysterious quality their old ad campaign actually called it. This something extra is what we're really chasing. And this secret ingredient isn't just some clever marketing trick. It's actually a core concept that links the engine of capitalism directly to the mechanics of our own minds. Žižek gives it a name: surplus enjoyment. Just think of it as the mysterious X factor in anything we want, the real reason we desire it. It's not the thing itself, but the promise of what that thing will give us. And here's the kicker. This surplus is a promise that can never, ever be truly fulfilled. The real enjoyment comes from the chase, not from the catch. So you can see this crucial gap right here. We think we want the object itself, the drink, the new phone, the car, but what's actually fueling us, what's really driving our desire, is that invisible X, the cause of our desire. The whole system isn't built to give us satisfaction. It's built to keep us on that treadmill in an endless state of pursuit. And this whole logic gets taken to its most extreme conclusion with caffeine-free Diet Coke. Just follow the steps. First, you remove the sugar. Then, you remove the caffeine. So what's left? You're literally left with the pure idea of Coke. You're consuming nothing but the promise itself, the surplus enjoyment, with none of the actual substance. Now, this logic of chasing some elusive extra isn't just about soft drinks. Oh, no. It's a powerful force that has totally reshaped our culture. And maybe nowhere is that more clear than in the world of modern art.
Which brings us to another puzzle. Why has so much modern art seemed to turn away from beauty and become obsessed with just shocking us? What is going on there?
I mean, the shift is pretty dramatic. For centuries, art was all about elevating something, a landscape, a portrait, into this place of sublime, almost secret beauty. But today, it is not at all strange to walk into a world-class gallery and find literal garbage, dead animals, or even excrement displayed in that exact same secret space. Now, according to Žižek, this isn't some rebellion against the system. The shock is part of the system. The whole cultural economic machine now needs this constant self-revolutionizing transgression just to keep itself going. Being provocative isn't subversive anymore. It's become a feature.
And this reveals the central paradox of it all. See, in a world where any beautiful image can be instantly copied, shared, and sold, how can art, with a capital A, stay special? Well, the desperate strategy is to fill art's sacred space with the least special thing you can imagine: trash. The shock of seeing waste in a gallery is the only thing left that reminds us that the space is supposed to be sacred in the first place.
Okay, so this thirst for more, that's never satisfied. Whether it's in a soda can or an art gallery, this connects directly back to the fundamental engine of our entire economic system. Now, this is where Žižek makes a really radical turn on Karl Marx. See, Marx looked at capitalism and saw this powerful engine that was blocked by an obstacle, the pursuit of profit. He figured, hey, if we just remove that obstacle, we can unleash pure, unblocked productivity. But Žižek's critique is devastating. He says the obstacle is the engine. That relentless, frantic drive for more isn't a bug in the system, it's the very thing that makes the whole machine run. The dream of having all the innovation of capitalism without any of its problems was, for Žižek, capitalism's own ultimate fantasy. So what does this all mean? It means the system isn't broken. It's actually working exactly the way it's supposed to. Its purpose was never to satisfy our needs. Its purpose is to constantly reproduce our desire, keeping that engine of more running at all costs, forever chasing a future that, by definition, can never arrive. And that leads us to a final, pretty stark question. If this engine is always churning, always producing more and more and more, what is its ultimate byproduct? What is the one thing this logic of more truly, physically creates? The flip side of this constant drive to produce newer, better, more desirable things is one single, unavoidable result: waste. You know, if you ever want to see the capitalist drive at rest, just look at the ever-growing mountains of useless junk it leaves behind. Piles of used cars, obsolete computers, those vast aeroplane graveyards out in the desert. This is the material reality of our perpetual desire for the new. It's the inert, dysfunctional stuff left behind when that promise of more moves on to the next thing. Just as Žižek puts it, the end product is waste. This logic of more, the very same logic that powers our thirst for Coke, the shocking displays in modern art, and the frantic churning of the market, it's all a paradoxical drive whose only tangible lasting result is a world that is filling up with things we no longer want. And that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question to chew on. This engine of surplus enjoyment, it's completely revolutionized our world, but it runs on an unfulfillable promise. So, what happens when an engine that's designed for endless acceleration has nowhere left to go? What is the final destination for the logic of more?